Tech giant Apple hit with another round of China tariffs. An additional 10% took effect today. Steve Kovac is here. He joins us to talk about that impact and what it means for some big stocks.
Yeah, this is the double whammy, 10% on top of the 10% Apple's already going through right now. And by the way, this is coming as Tim Cook, CEO of Apple, has been pushing so hard for relief. Late last month, he met with Trump in the Oval Office. And a few days after that meeting, Apple announced on Monday that there was this $500 billion investment in the United States that includes manufacturing for artificial intelligence servers that they'll be building down in Houston, Texas. Analysts have been saying most of that spending is likely planned already, but still that was the offer to Trump. And before that, Tim Cook made that $1 million personal donation to the inaugural fund and even attended the inauguration with all those other big tech CEOs. And by the way, Cook was the guy who kind of wrote the playbook for getting tariff relief from Trump back in the first administration. And since then, we've seen so many of his peers in the industry take that playbook as well. Analysts have been saying, though, that in that first round of tariffs, it would be low to single-digit percentage hit to earnings. So we'll see what they say for this round. So far, no analyst notes on that this morning, but I'm expecting that to come in the next couple days. And the big question, does this mean price increases for Apple, or does it mean they're going to absorb the cost? Apple is not saying right now, but we've actually gotten a couple of hints of what the pricing strategy under these tariffs might look like. The iPhone 16e, which was announced a couple weeks ago, that is up $170 from the previous model that it was replacing. And this week, we're expecting a new MacBook Air and maybe a new iPad Air. So watch for those to increase prices versus the models that came out a year or so ago. That is going to be our best hint until we figure out something more formal from them.
Look, there are still business leaders who we've spoken with today and earlier who are saying, look, maybe this won't stay in place. Maybe this will be negotiated
I think
away.
that's the hope.
That's the hope. Is that the strategy?
Yeah, then that's the hope. And I mean, I don't know what else Tim Cook can give.
Yeah.
Besides $1 million of his own money, besides showing up at that inauguration, besides, saying this $500 billion investment, we're going to take some of those AI servers that we were making overseas. We're going to bring those to Houston. They're not going to start building iPhones in the United States, so they can't do that. They're doing some chip manufacturing through TSMC in Arizona. What's left?
I guess the question is, has the market reflected the potential reality of tariffs staying in place for a while?
It doesn't seem like yet, because look, what the analysts have been saying is if it shaves that much off of EPS, just with that 10%, throw on the other 10%, throw on retaliatory tariffs. And by the way, it's not just Apple. Every PC maker pretty much makes computers over there. Microsoft, this hurts Microsoft in a way because they collect all that revenue from those PC makers when they license Windows. They've already warned of a tariff impact from that. So it's not just Apple, it's anyone who makes stuff over there in the in China and brings it over here. It's going to trickle down through a lot of it.